各位觀眾，歡迎喺個黃雨嘅晚上啦，嚟到係欣賞顛甩肺家庭。Welcome to the screening of Kryptonite on this raining and stormy night。請大家用你哋温暖又熱烈嘅掌聲咧，係歡迎導演 Ivan。Please welcome director Ivan。咁導演會同大家介紹下佢呢部嘅作品嘅。Please say something about your film.
Yes. Good evening, and first of all, thanks for coming here despite the rain and the wind and everything. And I'm very excited to be here. You're going to see my first feature film as a director, because I've been a screenwriter for Italian movies for a long time. But this is my first film as a director. It is a comedy about life and about happiness. And the main character is a kid, as you will see. And around him there is kind of a quirky family with extravagant characters.
好多謝大家嚟，我好興奮啦！咁就今次係我嘅第一部導演嘅作品，所以我係真係做咗一個編劇做好耐。咁部電影係關於愛，係關於一個好怪雞嘅家庭嘅。
And I want to say just a few words before the movie, because we can stay together if you want afterwards for a chat or for a Q&A. My job is one of the most wonderful in the world. It's the job of telling stories. And I write stories and I directed this story to have people with me listening and laughing and being moved by my story. So I hope that this will happen tonight when you see my movie. So just have a happy screening.
我作為一個講故事嘅人咧，係拍電影寫故仔、講故仔俾人聽，我覺得係非常好嘅工作，咁令到希望令到人會得到感動啦，得到快樂啦。咁喺放映之後咧，我哋會係有一個短嘅答問時間。There'll be a short Q&A after screening, so I hope you can stay for that.
Thank you so much. See you later.
Thank you. Please enjoy. Thank you for staying. This is not working.
No, neither mine.
But you got any questions? 未 voice out 嚇，咁大家有咩問題可以向導演發問嘅。Actually, just now I was talking director, and I show him a photograph of my mother taken in the 1970s. He looked at it, because my mother was dressing all these very colorful dresses, and said, "I'm the Peppino."
Yeah, it's actually a very good version of Peppino and his mother, yeah.
So, yeah, Peppino now has become a... 大家有咩問題嘅嚇 You may ask your question in 廣東話 or English or Italian, or you have any comments to the film. So if I would like to hear about it too. You got some very nice music.
Yes. I'm always very interested in music, even in the movie I wrote. I always try to put some music in the movies, because I write with music, I live with music, I like music a lot. And when we wrote the movie with my other two screenwriters, we put the songs we wanted to hear in the music, in the script. And when we delivered the script to the producer, we delivered the script with the CD, with all the songs. And I knew there was quite a lot to ask for a first feature, because we had quite popular Italian pop music with Mina and Peppino Di Capri, but also David Bowie. And Iggy Pop and Dalida, and so at the beginning they were a little bit scared of this, but they got so used to the idea of this song and the fact that they were in the script.
Yes.
They felt like kind of blackmail to put this music.
You blackmail the producer, put in music.
Yeah. And actually I shot some scenes with the music, of course the sirtaki and every scene in which they dance, but even the scene in which the mother comes back home and she's desperate because she has discovered that her husband is cheating on her, and so I had Valeria Golina walking in this very small streets of Naples. I had her walking through the night with the music on the set, and all the people were like lying from the floor and seeing what was happening, because I wanted her to walk with the music. So the producers got used with it, and they were sensible enough to understand that for me, this kind of music and this mix with music from the 70s, music from the 50s and 60s, with this cover of These Boots Are Made for Walking in the end were important for me as a narrative part of the movie.
See. Got any questions?
Like you wrote this Kryptonite as a novel, as a book, and then you have just put it to a film. What were the most difficult points to like rearrange, like from a book to a film?
有幾困難？由小説轉到電影嚇，有幾困難呢？
When I first wrote the novel, it was 2007. I didn't think about having a movie taken from it, and some years later, two very good producers, Nicola Giuliano and Francesca Cima, bought the movie right of the novel, and I was asked to write the screenplay. And so I began to discuss with them about how to put the novel into scenes, into images, into a script. And we started these discussions about the narrative. So the novel is quite different from the movie because it has lots of characters more. It has a slightly different development of the story. Now it's working. No.
Okay.
No. And
yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay.
And so we started to talk about the narrative, but then I kept on saying I would have liked to have the actors and which kind of costume and which kind of scenes and everything. And so while we were discussing this, they liked the idea that I had about the movie, and so they asked me to direct it. And they also said we will never find a director who will do all these things the way you see it, the way you like it. As soon as I knew I was going to be the director of this movie, I was of course extremely excited but also terrified, because I knew that I have one very strong point for me that was also the weakest point. I was very close to the story, very close to the narrative. I knew the period, I knew everything. It was partly autobiographical, so this could be the strength of the movie, but also the weak part of the movie if I were too involved, if I had been too involved with it. So the first thing I did was to ask to write the script with other two screenwriters, very good Italian screenwriters, Monica Rametta and Ludovica Rampoldi, and they helped me to use the novel as a material. At one point it was not my novel, it was a story, and we had to find the best way to put it on the screen. I wouldn't say they were difficult, but it was kind of a challenge, everything. And I knew from the beginning that I could face this challenge only if I had the support of all the people who were with me, the actors, my cinematographer Luca Bigazzi, the costume designer, everyone. So I tried just to talk with everybody a lot, and I tried to explain what I want for the movie, what I thought it was best, and try to share everything. And I think that this worked, because I think that the movie, even if it has just one director, it has lots of people who work at it, and you can't do a movie by yourself. It's a collective piece of work in the deepest sense, not only because you need other people, but because you need other people, talent, and other people, creativity, to do it in the best way.
咁喺2007年嗰陣，我嘅小説出版咗啦，咁就有兩個監製就買咗電影版權，咁即係初都唔係諗住，即係個小説都好唔同，因為小説裏面多咗人物啊，咁係咁開始即係佢哋諗住拍嘅電影嘅時候就即係我一路俾好多意見啊，話點樣拍啊咁樣，仲即係又話啲美術嘢咁樣，但係咁啲監製就後來話不如你嚟做導演啦，咁我其實嗰時好興奮，亦都有啲驚嘅，因為驚係原因係因為我覺得係可能對呢個書係太熟悉啦嚇，即係我覺得係會太過投入啊。但係我嘅有一個好嘅團隊嚇，包括係攝影啊、所有嘅演員啊、美術，咁佢哋係即係俾我好大嘅幫助係，即係所以今次個電影唔係淨係我一個人嘅工作，係即係全隊人嘅功勞嚟嘅。